Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Jordan Rena here. Today we're gonna have an uncomfortable conversation, right? Something that we've all been thinking right now. The uncertainty in the economy and tech, and what does that mean for tech, especially with these banks crashing and going under, and you guys are probably wondering like, man, should I even still get into tech? Like, how can I? How do I navigate? Well, some of my paid clients, students right now, who I'm helping them navigate through the process and still helping them get jobs into interview during these times. I'm going to show you the extra websites that I use, or well, that we use to help them find jobs and determine if it's still a good company to go after right now, right? This is a continuation off of my last video. You should probably go check it out. How to find remote roles. This is part 2, right? But let me tell you guys something right here. Before we even continue this, I need you to think about your mindset right now, right? Some of you guys right now, there's going to be two sets of people. There's going to be that first person that's scared for their life right now. They're like, man, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. Even though I don't like what I'm doing right now, even though I know I could be making more money right now, I'm going to sit on the sidelines and just wait for this to do what it, the economy to do whatever it needs to do, or I'm waiting for the government to come save us and things of that nature. Oh, if that's you, you can go ahead and do that. And you probably could log off right now, to be honest, because it's not, this video is not for you. And then there's a second person where they'll be like, hey, you know what? Yes, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty right now, but I'm going to do my best to navigate because let's be honest, no role is safeguarded from anything when it comes to the economy, but you can learn how to navigate, right? And find that proper role, that proper company if you do the right research and understand the questions to ask. What to look for to determine if it's a strong company. And that's what these 3 websites that I'm going to show you, that's what it's going to do for you guys, right? So as usual, stick around, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, because as you guys know, no fluff. I get straight to the point. Let's get straight to it right here. The first website that we're getting on today is called RepView, right? So with this one, RepView, this is a good one because this will let you understand the company, where they rank based off what people believe that work there, their attainment goals. So you're going to need to create an account. I already have mine up. Log in and take it from there, right? It's free. So let's say you're looking for a company that you're trying to research, right? That you're applying to, and you're like, let me see a little bit more about them. Tropic. Let's just click Tropic on one of them, right? 31 employees, rated it so far. 84% of it is verified, from actual real employees. So let's say you look at here, right? And you go to salaries. Let's say you want to look at the salary. What is the average person making? As you can see, sales development, a representative, it says base starts at 55, median salary is about 90,000, top performer makes about 136,000, and quota attainment is a percent of people who are hitting their quotas on a team. For the SDR team, 87%, which is pretty solid, right? When you're looking at a company, right? Okay, now let's say you want to look at the overview. Okay, what are they saying about the culture and leadership, the base pay, incentive, the comp plan, the product market, the product and how it fits with the market, professional development, inbound, outbound. You see all the different things you can look up there, the salaries, and get a good example. And this will actually prepare you for interviews as well, because sometimes these are accurate what they have. It has greenhouse, but some of them will tell them like, hey, they use, Salesforce and all that. Let's pull up another company so you can see Sprout Social. Let's just use that for example. We'll go to their tech stack. As you can see, it tells them what they're using, Salesforce, Scratchpad, Vidyard, Zoom Info. So that way, when you go to the interview, especially as your second interview, because usually the first one with the recruiter is just them getting to know you, see if you're a good fit. And then from there, once you get to the second one, you're like, hey, when I was doing some research, it looked like you guys are using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Salesforce. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you're actually using, right? So RepView is a good place to go to. You see this one? Some companies, now keep in mind, not all companies are going to be on here. As you can see, 231 employees, ranked on, put this up for the rankings, right? So that's pretty solid, right? So the reason why I use this one, like I said, so people have an idea, is their quota, is it attainable? They said X amount of people hit it, but the person on the phone said 90% of them hit it, but I'm seeing 67% here. Hey, hiring manager, can you explain to me, what percent are actually hitting it? Just to get clarification, so that way you have a better understanding for yourself, right? So that's that first website I wanted you guys to see, right? Now, the second one that I wanted you guys to pull up, this is people who are a little bit of analytical, they're analytical like myself. So this one is CrunchBase. So CrunchBase is really good because you get to see the financials of the company and where they stand. Let's use an example. Let's just use one we already picked, Sprout Social, since it's a bigger one. Boom. Oh, sorry if I knew how to spell, right? So let's say Sprout Social, right? You get to see the financials and the most recent news, and sometimes they'll have it on here on the side. You'll see, okay, what's going on, the big news. Is there any layoffs? Is there any pauses when it comes to work? So keep in mind with the free version, um, they only give you like maybe 3 to look at per day. So you might be looking at one and be like, oh, you have only one more company to view for the week, and then it blurs out like all this. So you could sign up for the free trial, or if you're really, really someone that needs to know the information, what's going on, you can actually pay. It's like $8 a month or something. You might need it for 1 month. So you could look it up. So you could search all the companies you're applying for. How are you? I'm about saving money. I started to use the free trial and try to load up as much companies as possible to see. So you can see the financials. The last time they had something, a series, was in December of 2018, right? As you can see, some of their big investors, Goldman Sachs, Future Fund, New Enterprise, as you can see, Light Bank. So that way, if you want to know who's backing them, what company, what acquisitions they just had recently, okay, who's this company? Let me look them up. Let me look up that. What's that? What did they just acquire? Okay. So now when you're on an interview, hey, I saw that you guys acquired this company. How has that impacted the bottom line? Or how has that helped you guys? Or can you tell me a little bit more? So that way they're like, man, this person actually really did their research on the company. You see signal and news, so you can see the news that's going on within that. So I promise you, no one is teaching you guys this. And this is what we use for the 25 plus students we're helping out right now. Well, we help 25 plus get jobs and interviews within the last 2 months. But this is what we use so far to help them gather information, have a better understanding of the companies. That way, when they go to the interviews, they know, okay, I see they're backed by this investment group, but I know this investment group, whenever they, according to my research, and when I looked them up, I saw that, hey, whenever they invest in a company, their goal is to profit and just move on to the next company. Maybe that might not be your thing. You might be like, hey, with the way the economy is, I don't want to deal with that right now. So those are some things you want to think about, right? Now, the third one, I briefly spoke about this on the video that I had, the last video, how to find remote roles, G2. G2 is to figure out what people are saying about the software itself. I don't know if I'm going too much into depth with it, but there's other websites, but this is good because now you can look and see what people are saying, okay, let me look. They have some 5-star, 4-star. They have a 4.4 overall. Then you can see powerful social media, social scheduling reporting tool, but features are not intuitive. They say what they like and what they don't like. That way, when you go into it, you have an idea. You can ask them like, hey, how are you overcoming the limited integration, functions that I saw in the reviews, or you could say, hey, why wouldn't someone buy from you? And you may know, you find what the common trend is, or is everybody same as limited immigration or learning curve, whatever it might be. You can find the trend itself, so you can decide if you even want to continue to interview with that company. And you can see the alternatives, which is usually their competitors. So when they're like, hey, do you know who our competitors are? This G2 can help you as well, because you see Soho, Buffer, you know, all these other companies, those are their competitors. Because obviously people, when they shop around, they're looking at those companies. That's what they're doing. That's where you see the comparisons, right? So this will help you get a better idea to see if that company is actually selling a good software, number one. So overall, the software looks pretty decent according to the reviews, you know. So that you might, okay, maybe I might want to continue. Maybe it's not 100% certain, but now you know, right? So let's recap. First one, RepView, so you can see another review of salaries, where they rank, the tech stack, culture, benefits, and all that they may have. Keep in mind that every company is going to be on here, because some they might be too new, right? And then you know CrunchBase, where you can look up the financials, the news, look up who's investing behind them, see if it's a VC, if you're worried about that, so you have a better understanding, right? And then G2 will help you with the product. Now, let me give you an extra bonus. I did talk about that before, but let me go to Glassdoor, right? The reason I want to go to Glassdoor, because one thing that I realized, as you know, some of our students realized, this was very helpful. Let me tell you what was very helpful. Click on one. Let's just go on Sprout Social, since we're already talking about them, right? Go to reviews. You know, I always say go to most recent, and I always tell you guys, this is what I believe the most accurate information. Look at the reviews that are the 2 through 4. One is usually an anomaly, or someone just had an experience that everybody has, and 5 can be manufactured, right? I'm not saying 5 it can't be legit. What I mean by manufactured, it could be somebody within HR, within the company, that write a review to boost it up, because companies do that. Or it could be, you know, think about it. You just started that first week on a job, like, hey, go write a review on Glassdoor. You're excited. You just started a job, so of course you might give them all 5, because you're fired up, right? But then you're 3 months in, you're like, dang, I think I reviewed them too early, you know. So look at the 2s through the 4s, because we realize they tell the truth. The 2 through the 4, they add a little bit more insights, right? You can see, you know, what they're saying. I'm not bashing this company I'm not bashing this company. I'm just telling you guys, when you look at reviews, be mindful of the 2s through the 4s. 1, it could be an anomaly. 5 could be manufactured. So that's all I'm saying. That's the extra tip I wanted to give you. Just be mindful, right? Be mindful during these times. You know, you just have to get a little bit more creative. And you should always be, no matter what. Remember, every industry goes through the cycles right now, right? Companies are still going to be hiring, whether the economy is up or down. Tech companies are still gonna need salespeople, right? They're still gonna need someone to sell their product, because there's gonna be companies that are gonna come out the woodworks whenever this is all said and done. If you look back at history, last time we had something going on in the tech sector, what did you see come up? The Airbnbs, the Amazons, the Lyfts, the Ubers. You know, before they weren't a thing that most people didn't know about. And there's going to be a new wave of tech companies, and you could possibly be working for the next one. And with these tips that I just showed you guys, that could be your way in, right? So keep in mind, guys, don't let fear put a pause on your tech journey, right? You know, things aren't always going to be smooth, but there's always a way if you overcome that fear, doubt, and worry. But as usual, guys, Jordan here. No fluff, no BS. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon and comment. Let me know if there's anything else that you would add on, or there's any other website that you guys use. And also, keep an eye out. It's going to be in the link, not only for the course careers, the discount code, but I will be opening up my sessions again for those of you who are looking to break into tech, or are already taking some type of course careers or some other boot camp possibly, and you're just needing help to see if your resume is on point, practice interviewing. Just look out for that, guys. It's coming out soon. Because I'm holding back right now, but look out. In the meantime, take care, and we'll see you soon.